I'm not sure how this is supposed to look. But this will be a no death run. We are gonna save all the characters.
Of course.
Oh, there's music.
That was weird.
I will say, when I played the Quarry, there was one situation with a character I didn't like very much, and I was like, I am 99% sure that this is the wrong choice and this will get this character killed, and I did it, and I was right.
You bastard. Oh, so yeah, right away we're starting differently.
Interesting.
God
Well,
damn,
I was
this looks
thinking,
good.
yeah, I was thinking we were gonna get a third game that was gonna be another like new setting and new sets of characters, but now it sounds like we might get just a direct sequel to this one. Or is that just rumor?
So that is a rumor, because this is an interesting one where I believe Sony owns the IP, but like the studio is doing its own thing.
Mm. And they're making this a movie for some reason.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, I don't like that.
You're gonna die.
Oh, I see. Damn it.
Oh my god.
That's a... They changed the stupid motion control to like a stick minigame.
So have you played this just once before, or did you revisit it?
I told you I platinumed it. That's like 6 playthroughs.
Oh, okay. I forgot. So how does that work? Like, did you have to save every character to get the platinum?
There's a... You have to kill everyone, save everyone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm already seeing like a huge improvement from the original game.
Well, you need to turn off the music.
There we go.
Wow, who's this character?
Whoa, what did they do to Sam? Or no, that's not Sam.
No, that's the other lady.
Jess.
Oh my god, I can't believe you actually did this.
There's Hayden.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit cruel?
Oh, come on. She deserves it.
And it's not her fault that she has a huge crush on Mike.
Hannah's been making the moves on him. I'm just looking out for my girl, Em.
Is this still new stuff?
Yes.
Just because he's class prez doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
I'm not anybody's man.
Whatever you say, darling.
Because if I remember correctly, the original game cuts straight to the prank.
Yeah, I'm questioning how necessary this extra context and build-up is.
What, you don't like build-up? You really liked that Salem's Lot movie, then?
Oh god. Oh my god, it's Freddie Mercury. This is why I will never take a nap at a party with a bunch of people. This.
Yeah. All right, 1 second. Sorry, part of the I like PC because of the freedom, but part of that freedom is having to figure out all the settings.
Yeah, I remember the cast of this being pretty good. Peter Stormare is their big character actor they get, and Hayden Panettiere is probably the biggest name at this time.
How
Rami
dare you-
Malek wasn't a big name yet.
How dare you besmirch the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh. But the Quarry got a lot of people.
It did. We'll play that at some point.
I did like it. I did have fun that it's got our new Jimmy Olsen in it.
It does.
Skylar Gizondo. Also, it was just really fun to see Ted Raimi and David Arquette in there,
Oh my god.
and Lance Henriksen.
What did our naive sister get herself into now?
That was clunky exposition. What did our naive sister get into now?
I feel like music is supposed to be playing here.
Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube.
Just got to give it a minute for the action to kick in.
I just don't understand why you wouldn't replace it with radio-friendly music or
Yeah.
copyright-friendly.
We're not gonna take the time to edit that in ourselves. That should be an option in the game.
This is super awkward. Or is there supposed to be dialogue here?
No, I'm guessing it's just music. So I'm kind of 50-50 on adding all this context, because it is supposed to be kind of a reveal later, I think.
Oh yeah, there wasn't supposed to be dialogue, because now we have dialogue.
Hey, Hannah.
Yeah, no, they're kind of dicks for this.
I got your
Oh yeah, this is an awful prank.
You can make it.
Goddamn, look at those,
Maybe we should
that
start
face,
with a little,
the face
you know,
capture.
making out.
Really
And
good.
see where it goes from there.
It's also doing that trope where it's oh, she's the nerdy girl. She wears glasses, even though she's still super hot.
Oh my god, she's taking her shirt off.
Hannah, hey, honey, don't. It's just a stupid prank, okay?
It's oh no.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if we needed all this.
Also, it's not just gross, because this is a
I'm sorry,
prank.
Hannah. This all
I
got
call this a crime.
You guys are
It's just a
jerks.
prank,
You know
bro.
that? Hannah! Hannah!
What's going on? Where's she going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
It's like,
What did
what's
you
even the
do?
prank? Like,
Just
ah,
messing
we
around,
caught
man. It
you
wasn't serious.
attempting to have
jerks.
sex. Like, what's the
So,
joke?
Should we go after her?
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see right now, Mike.
Hannah!
It's just a
Sarah.
prank, and whoa.
Jump scare.
Hannah!
Sarah Harding.
How many Sarahs do you think are on this island?
2. But this is where the game originally starts, right? Don't you play as this girl?
Yes, this is right now. We're about at the actual like the start of the original game. Holy frame rate, Batman!
And I'm also kind of torn because this game comes out in that era where we're doing that trope where a lot of the teenagers are kind of unlikable and obnoxious, and you're supposed to root for them to die, which isn't really what slasher movies used to do, but it's also, at least,
Hannah?
there's a story reason for it here. And I think a couple of characters are likable, from what I remember.
I think so. I think Sam is likable like instantly, and then the game wins me over on Mike.
Sam's Hayden Panettiere,
Yes.
These be a Necronomicon. I would love Evil Dead game, like with this structure,
Yes.
where different characters can turn into Deadites. That could be a lot of fun.
Whoa!
That's
Killing my frames.
is there a dragon in there?
Safe.
So, since it's kind of relevant to this, we just watched the Velma Halloween special, and it wasn't worth it. But there's a thing in it that there's some connective tissue, because that also does this I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of thing, and that has a character who's chased to the edge of a cliff and pushed off,
Jesus! Fuck.
and they say, oh no, it's an accident. It's fine. This game does that
Damn
well.
it, Hannah. Where are you?
Because it's that gray area of these people are kind of responsible for these deaths, but obviously was not at all there. Like, they did not force the scroll to run out into the cold. Like, it's much more of a gray area. You know, it is
Oh my
just
God,
an
you must be
accident,
freezing.
but
Here, take
you
this
still
off.
understand why
I'm
characters
such
feel the way
an
they feel.
idiot. So dumb. Hannah, Beth?
Yeah, like so, I just don't get the prank thing because I don't think it's worth it to potentially traumatize someone.
Yeah, it's just that traditional
things
80s,
worse.
like, we're being cruel, but portraying it as a prank.
Hmm.
This looks so good.
That looks pretty.
Honestly, my biggest issue with this game has always been I don't think you need this opening because it immediately lets you know up front there was already something out here.
That's fair. Obviously, the flame thing's kind of in this direction. Oh, okay, yeah, that's flamethrower guy.
Oh my god, they
killed
added
him,
like
John.
they added slow-mo.
They'll be fine. Oh,
No, so you know what the whole thing is with this game, right? Like the
Yeah.
kind of secret ending.
yeah. I'm wondering how much they might. If there's
Change.
anything they could follow up on with the sequel.
Well, apparently they changed something to tease a sequel.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the way this game looks compared to the original.
There are a
Mhm.
few
Yeah,
things
like-
I think the
need
original
to
looked
make
impressive
sure
at the
you
time.
understand.
Yeah.
You see, no one can change what happened last year. The past is beyond our control.
But I just mean like
You have to accept this in order to move forward.
this is on a whole other level.
Freedom is revelation. Everything you do, every decision you make
Hmm.
from now on will open doors to the future. I want you to remember this.
Like,
I
so
want
this
you
is
to
impressive.
remember
I also
this
feel like we've
as
hit
you
a
play your
wall
game.
where
Every single choice will
there
affect
are
your
games with
fate
really
and
good
the fate of
graphics like
those
this, but they all
around you.
kind of look the same. I don't think we've hit like that next big leap forward yet.
So I
Like they're like
You have
this
committed
does
to
look better than the
manage with
original, but
this
that was also
game.
like 10 years ago, and
This
it's
is
more of a
significant.
gradual
And I want to
growth
help you
to
see it
this,
through.
in my opinion.
I don't disagree
Sometimes-
because I've said for a while the next
sometimes these things
revolution in
are
tech,
scary,
in game tech,
terrifying.
isn't going to
I'm
be
here to make sure that
features
no
and
matter
character
how
models,
upsetting
it's
things
lighting.
may get,
Mhm.
You will always find a way to work through it.
He sounds different.
All right. We will start with a simple exercise. Could you please pick up a card?
And still Stormare, but
I want you to
he's
look at
doing
the
something
picture on
different.
the other side and tell me what you feel about it. It is essential. That you
Yeah, that makes me
think
wonder, like,
honestly
does
in
he
order to get the
re-record
most
all
out
this
of
stuff
this
too?
experience.
Because I mean, he's not in the game that much. He just gets these little scenes.
Yeah.
So, how did that picture make you feel? Remember, be honest. Okay, honest.
Oh, and they're
is
bringing
good.
him back for the
What do you
movie.
think it is that
Oh, crazy.
makes you feel uneasy?
That's the first thing I would cut.
Well, I see. I see.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a
Let's see.
cameo, but
This
I also don't know how you
Nope.
condense this into a
You feel
a potentially
confident
90-minute
to work
movie.
on your own for a period of
yeah,
time.
well, and it's one of
Say,
those.
For example.
Just means kind of pointless when, like you said, this game's riffing on I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, a couple other things, and the gimmick is it's a video game. You get to make
not?
choices, so just making a movie version seems kind of pointless. And it's written by Gary Dauberman, so I have no faith in
There's
it.
a fine line
Yeah,
between
it's written by the guy that wrote Salem's Lot, folks.
Isolation.
Woo!
Perhaps this is something we can explore in the future.
I didn't rewatch the
'Cause I'm
whole
afraid
thing,
we're out of
but
time.
I did rewatch a couple scenes just to make sure I wasn't
Until the
crazy.
next session. And
Okay.
until then, try to surround yourself with
Like
friends in a place that makes you
So
feel
there's a scene in Salem's
safe.
Lot where these characters are exploring this house, and then a door opens creepily, and our protagonist just turns on a flashlight and is like, "Oh, there's no stairs." And another character off screen's like, "Oh, there's a ladder." So then they just cut to them being downstairs with using a ladder, and John explained how that's an actual scary scene in the book. So they left in the setup but didn't include the payoff. It's such a weird choice. Oh, is this opening credit sequence new?
I think so.
And, okay, so can you remind me back to Salem's Lot? What's the protagonist's backstory?
So the protagonist's backstory is he grew up in Salem's Lot for like the first 5 years of his life, or first few years of his life, and at some point he takes a dare to go up into the supposedly haunted house, where a guy killed himself and his wife, and he comes across the body.
Okay.
And that's what like drives him to come back and write a book about that. And then you find out that the guy that killed himself was the precursor to the vampire coming here.
Yeah, that sounded good. If that's mentioned somewhere, I missed it in the movie because I rewatched the scene when he's talking to that girl when they're at the Jordan Theater. He just says, "Oh, I was here when I was a kid, and then my parents died in a car crash, so I left, and now I'm going back." That's
I'm gonna
all.
have to watch that again because my friend wants to watch it with me, and I'm like, fuck.
And again, it's not horrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like a D minus.
Today is the 1-year anniversary.
I think I made a mistake in reading the book first.
Probably.
I've seen some people complain about this opening because now, like, in the original game, it's already darker. I don't know. I like that we get a little bit of sunset.
Yeah, I've heard people say that there's a lot more blue in the original game, and there's a lot more warmer tones in this. That hasn't been a problem for me yet.
Yeah.
It should get colder and more blue as it goes. Or it can be Salem's Lot.
Well, and some of that,
for no reason.
the problem with the blue is if you look at like, screenshots, some of it is clearly just a blue filter.
Something about that mountain seems to breed tragic events.
This will have more organic lighting.
Joining us with all the Washingtons tonight, our son Josh, on this, the anniversary of the mysterious disappearance of Hannah and Beth Washington.
Well, hello, friends and fans. All right, let's do that again.
And I knew who Rami Malek was because as a kid I really liked Night at the Museum.
It's beyond awesome to have.
I always forget he was in that. So
first
yeah,
off,
that would have been the
gotta
first thing I saw.
I'm super
I love that
excited to
movie.
welcome all my pals back to the annual.
I think it's
I
good.
never got around to the third one, but I heard it was good.
I didn't either. I kind of want to watch it because you know me, I'm a Robin Williams like mega fan.
Take a moment to
Me too.
address the elephant in the room.
When are we gonna start our Robin Williams channel?
I know you're all probably
now.
worried about me, and I know it's gonna be tough.
What
and all
year is it?
After what happened last year, but I just want you.
Wouldn't
all
it be
to know
unhinged if they got all of the cast of the game to just play themselves in the movie?
It means so much to me that we're doing this.
It would. I don't think so. I think Peter Stormare was.
I know.
Yeah, I
Although
don't
it would
think
be
that's
really funny.
So
If,
much to
it would be
hand
really
in
funny if
that
they had that
we're
whole
all
cast
still
just
here
playing
together.
teenagers.
You know, thinking of
Yeah, because
So they're
Hayden,
all in their
spend
40s.
some quality time
I was gonna say Hayden Panettiere
with
is
every one of you and
35 now.
share some moments that
Yeah, I mean to be
We'll
fair,
never
they're probably
forget.
supposed to be. I think they're more.
for the sake of my sisters and you know.
Oh, Peter Stormare was Mr.
Okay,
Freeze in a
so-
couple episodes of Justice League Action.
Let's.
Oh, that's good
party like
casting.
we're
Shut up.
Fucking porn stars,
Mhm.
okay? Make this one trip we will never forget. All right.
Let's party like porn stars. That doesn't sound healthy. Chapter
I've seen
1.
enough movies to know that this is a bad idea.
10 hours until dawn. I think that countdown's a new feature too.
That sounds familiar, but
The only thing that I'm cautious about with a remake is or with a sequel is like I said, because Sony doesn't own the studio that made this originally. This was like a one-time thing. It is going to be a different studio. If the rumors are correct. I'm also really shocked, like, if you're gonna remake this, wouldn't you wait for to time it around when the movie comes out?
yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, because when The Last of Us remake came out, that was obviously a factor. I mean, that dropped just, what, like a couple months before the show premiered?
Yeah.
Yeah, that timing was deliberate.
And this is one of the worst kept secrets. Like, I kept hearing about this even before it was announced.
Oh, what? Damn it.
I don't know why it's kind of breaking my brain that Scream 4 was just a few years before this game, because Scream 4 to me feels like forever ago, and this game still feels super recent. It's a weird time thing.
I love Scream 4 so much.
It's so good. But I'm like, I feel like I'm like a kid or like a young teenager when that comes out. You know, it's like
So interestingly enough, because I also have that feeling, and I hated Scream 4 the first time I saw it. And I know for a fact it's because I didn't get it. I walked out of the movie being like, oh, it's another one of those shitty remakes. And then I watched it, I think when we did the watch party, because that's like one of the first watch parties we ever do in the Patreon server that we're in.
Fella,
Oh, cool.
you hungry?
That's a fun movie.
Cutie.
We did all 4 of them at the time, because 5 wasn't even a thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this is actually kind of brilliant. And I feel like you appreciate that movie on another level if you lived through the Michael Bay remake era.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, so this is one thing I do know that they did is they added a new totem.
Oh. I remember the totem gimmick.
Which is funny because you can see the green one on the bottom there, but it's not actually on the side. And I suck at finding these things. Do the black bars look okay like on the I flip-flopped on that a lot. Sometimes I was like pro full screen, and sometimes I was like pro widescreen.
You here?
The worst thing that ever happened though, so my grandpa had like a very early big screen TV, and we rented Lord of the Rings, I think either the Fellowship or Two Towers, widescreen, and those TVs were not meant for widescreen editions.
Oh,
So like
no.
half the movie was missing.
You're not in the bag, are you? Hello. What do we have here?
Should we snoop?
Yes. Snoop Dogg.
Aha! Look who it is.
He knows it.
Chris.
I really don't like these character introductions.
Chris has that look of
Scared
someone
me.
who just got canceled
I'm
on
sorry.
social
Are,
media.
are you my secretary?
Was buzzing.
Cool. Well, thanks for letting me know. I can take it from here.
I know like Chris well enough.
He gets a bit of a redemption, right?
I mean, he didn't really have anything to do with the.
Found something kind of
Right.
amazing.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
he's
tell you.
just kinda
You
like
gotta see for yourself.
He was
Come on,
sleeping.
this way.
Where?
Right around here. Gonna blow
That's
your
true.
mind. Ta-da! Pretty rad, right?
Yeah.
Come on, look at these beauties.
Beauties is not the word.
Do you wish they
that
would make
comes
one of
to
these that
mind.
gets to just
Why
go
is
all the
this
way
even
and just be
here?
a full
What do you
slasher
mean?
thing?
What the hell is a
Yes.
shooting range doing at the base of a ski lodge?
I think that is the
Yeah,
better
w-
stuff in
Have
this.
you ever met Josh's dad?
So you were
He uses,
disappointed in
like,
the turn
Grizzly
mistakes?
Adams or something.
A little bit.
No, you go ahead, Grizzly.
I have that more so with a couple of their Dark Picture anthologies, where it's like set up to be kind of a cool slasher, and now it's just it's not really anything. We should play those together at some point.
Meanwhile, all the other characters are freaking it out. Oh god, who's shooting?
All right, I'm bad.
We're under
I'm a
attack.
badass.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it was a wild case of beginner's luck.
Nah, I don't think so, girl.
Well, anybody and their brother can shoot a bottle that big, that close.
Like, so this game also comes out at a weird time where we're not really like doing these tropes anymore.
Yeah.
Like this, we're kind of knee deep in like the Conjuring PG-13 supernatural horror.
Yeah.
That was really dominating the movies at the
Your
time.
ass just got sacked.
Hey, sharpshooter, a ride's
I don't know if they changed it, but I know for a fact if you shoot the squirrel,
Come on, Chris, cable car.
you get a negative butterfly effect.
Mm.
In the original, anyway.
Man, it's definitely weird coming back up here after a whole year.
Yeah, I swear the moment I got here, it just all came flooding back.
You're
Oh man, look at this.
nice. You think we'll get a visit from America's Most Wanted?
Looks like someone
That's a red
so-
flag.
Oh, come on.
Leave,
It's supposed to ban most of the year.
people.
Nobody comes up here.
He's a hero. He's a hero, dang nabbit.
Hey, that's weird. Door's locked.
Yeah. Josh wanted us to keep it locked to keep people out.
Get that
said
gun and
that?
shoot
What
the
people?
doorknob.
I don't know.
The door
They found people
locks.
sleeping in the station one time.
Creepy. Oh, real gentleman.
That was a lot more involved in the original, I feel like. I don't know.
And I thought the car was closer.
Guess we got
Definitely some
I'm trying to
stuttering
get
when I
a
move
feel
the
of
camera, but
tiny
nothing major.
shooting range. How long is this gonna take?
It's a big mountain.
Yeah.
What a crazy place to set up house. I mean, no matter how rich you are.
I'm not so rich. They only bought a mountain.
Imagine how much
I
money
think,
it takes to buy a mountain.
I think a Texas Chainsaw Massacre would lend itself well to this format for a single-player game. Where you have a bunch of characters in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and then you don't just have Leatherface, you also have the family to deal with.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Sleeping giant. Finally, you coming?
Yeah, well, I was gonna stay here and catch some Z's, but okay.
The only thing that I hate about this remaster or remake
Just like
is you really should have gotten a discount if you owned the original.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. Adventure begins.
Oh, I hope this was the right.
I mean,
idea.
at least this is only 60, right? Or was it 70?
Everyone together on the anniversary.
Retail
Really pumped about us all doing something, didn't he?
Yeah, no.
games have gotten weird about
I haven't
that.
seen him so excited about something in forever.
Let's see.
Good.
God damn it.
Hard to tell with him, and I don't know, kind of been worried.
No, it
Dropped my controller.
Everyone else feels
Oh
the same way.
no.
We're all here, aren't we?
Maybe it was the
Bro,
ghost.
good talk.
You know what? Let's just stop talking about what happened and enjoy the trip.
You know what, you're right.
Okay, it's 60.
You know how Josh and I met?
But games have gotten weird about that. Like Dragon Age is 70 on console, but only 60 on PC.
We didn't even
Oh,
know each
weird.
other existed. But the kid sitting next to
But I
us
got this on a
was
third-party
happy
seller, so I
to
paid
be
like
around
50.
the teacher made him move to the front, where I was sitting.
Okay, so.
So I got
Yeah.
moved to the
Because
back.
I mean, like, if you never played this game before,
And next to Josh. That's how we met.
should get a
We
discount or something.
became friends to this
Damn.
day.
Match made in heaven.
Like with Horizon, they're remastering, which doesn't need it.
Hit puberty
If you own the original, you can get the new one for $10.
That day, I decided to wear a low-cut shirt that showed off her
That's
training
cool.
bra. I mean, who knows? You could be riding in this cable car.
Damn, Joker 2 has dropped to 39% on Rotten
Or
Tomatoes.
talking to some other person entirely.
Oof.
Boom. Butterfly effect.